My tennis journey with my rival, Jen, has been remarkable. We've achieved a great deal in a short time, and while our rivalry and its impact on the sport's history are open to interpretation by fans and commentators, I believe we're creating our own unique chapter in tennis. The extent of our success and the way history will remember us remains to be seen. That judgment belongs to others. Following my last tournament, I took a well-deserved break, a full week away from training, a complete mental reset. Over the next 2 weeks, I gradually resumed practice at home in Spain, surrounded by the comfort of family and friends. Those 3 uninterrupted weeks felt surreal, a precious opportunity to recharge and reconnect, preparing me for the upcoming challenges. Now, I'm heading to Cincinnati, a tournament I've always enjoyed. My goal is straightforward, to continue building upon my existing foundation. While satisfied with my progress, I recognize areas for improvement to enhance my match performance. My current focus is on maintaining a positive attitude, enjoying both the on-court and off-court experiences, and making the most of competing in these prestigious tournaments. My journey has been extraordinary. The London tournament was particularly special, a culmination of the work I'd done to address areas needing improvement after previous tournaments. The feeling of finally putting everything together was incredibly rewarding, and celebrating with my family and loved ones made it truly unforgettable. However, the past is the past. Now, I'm focused on Cincinnati and its unique challenges. Both Cincinnati and the U.S. Open in New York represent pivotal moments in my season, and I'm hoping for a successful U.S. swing. These tournaments are important not only for ranking points and potential titles, but also for personal growth and building momentum for the year's final stretch. Recently, I experienced a profound moment, one that deeply impacted me on a personal level. Only my team truly understands the journey we undertook to reach that point. The public sees only the wins, losses, and final scores, but behind those results lies an intense and often exhausting process. The week before Wimbledon, for instance, was one of my best training weeks ever. My timing was impeccable, my body and mind were aligned, and I felt genuinely ready. I conveyed this readiness to my team, yet uncertainties remained. We weren't sure how I'd perform after my early and unexpected exit in Halle, a loss that was difficult to accept. That setback, however, served as a reset. At Wimbledon, I adopted a match-by-match approach, prioritizing execution and mental stability. With each round, my confidence and physical readiness grew, allowing me to push my limits. There were moments of good fortune along the way, small details that went my way at crucial junctures. In tennis, these tiny margins can be game changers. I viewed this luck not as random chance but as a sign, a reminder of the sport's inherent unpredictability and the need for constant preparedness. Tennis frequently presents unanswerable questions: why certain things happen, how momentum shifts, and how to adapt. This mindset led to a dramatic improvement in my game. I played some of the best tennis of my career, precise, aggressive, and confident in crucial moments. It was the kind of tennis one dreams of, where decisions are instinctive and the body anticipates each shot. This feeling is rare, and when it arises, it must be fully embraced. I'm carrying this energy and the lessons learned into the upcoming tournaments. The road to the U.S. Open begins in Cincinnati, and I'm determined to make the most of every opportunity. Looking back at the period leading up to Wimbledon, it wasn't just about technical preparation or hours on the court. It was about the mental recalibration following the French Open. The French Open was physically and emotionally draining, and the early loss in Halle was a significant blow, not just for the result itself but because it raised questions about my readiness for the summer season. Momentum in tennis isn't magical, it's earned. Even when confidence is low, it's possible to build momentum. The week before Wimbledon stands out because of the clarity in my approach. Every drill had a purpose, every practice set felt like a real match. My team saw the improvement: sharper movement, powerful forehands, and a consistent serve. I believed that if I could maintain this level in actual matches, something special could happen. However, the sport offers no guarantees. The public often doesn't see how quickly things can change. A player can feel unbeatable and suddenly find themselves in a difficult position without explanation. At Wimbledon, I embraced this uncertainty. After each match, I reviewed tactics and mindset with my coaches, analyzing pressure responses, shot selection, and adaptability to my opponent's strategies. One match saw several key points go my way, partly due to luck. In tennis, luck often presents itself as opportunity, requiring preparedness to capitalize. I've learned to view these moments as signs, reminding me that while some things are beyond control, readiness is not. The margins at this level are so small that seemingly insignificant details can determine the outcome. By the second week of Wimbledon, I entered a state athletes rarely experience, a zone where the game slows down, where decisions feel instinctive, and where the crowd fades into the background. My forehand was powerful, my backhand reliable, and my transitions confident. It was some of the most complete tennis I've ever played, made even more meaningful by the presence of my family. Their support grounded me, reminding me that tennis, regardless of the stakes, is about connection and the unwavering belief of those closest to you. Now, as I prepare for the U.S. swing, I recognize the different challenges it presents. The conditions in America differ from Europe. Humidity, court speed, and atmosphere all require adjustments. Cincinnati, in particular, demands adaptability. The heat can be draining, and the ball's behavior varies throughout the day. Strategic energy management is crucial. My approach is disciplined yet flexible. My best tennis comes from balance, combining intensity with patience, pushing limits while knowing when to conserve energy. By applying the lessons from Paris, Halle, and Wimbledon, I believe I can compete at a high level in New York. My goal isn't just participation, it's to arrive at the U.S. Open with a strong foundation to contend for the title. Every match is a step toward that goal, and I treat each one with the seriousness of a final.